Check this out. Well, this is it for today. The Forest Motel. And I would definitely pick the Forest Motel over the Copeman Ridge Motel any day. The guys there running it, man, they're trying. They're working over there at the Copeman Ridge, but man, let me tell you, this one, the Forest Motel, this is the one that hikers need to pick if they're wanting to stay somewhere decent for a couple of days. So this is it. Wrapping up day 7. This is my rest day of my AT 2.0 hike. Man, it's been a good day. Been able to relax a little bit and reflect on God's Word. Thought about the fact that we have a comforter and He will teach us what we need to know and bring things to our mind. All we need to do is listen. Good stuff. Sleeves here. Day 8. About to start of my AT 2.0 hike. About to leave the Forest Motel and head back to the trailhead. Gonna be trying to make it to the High Point State Park today. That's about, I guess it's a little 16, 17 miles, something like that. We'll see how it goes. It's supposed to have some rain today coming in, so hopefully it won't be too bad. Hope you stay with me. Trail talk today. It's gonna be a little early today. It's supposed to be raining in a little bit, and I wanted to go ahead and get this in before it started raining. So today, I'm going to actually just stop and talk to the camera for a minute. All right, had to look into the camera for this one. For me, trail angels come in 3s. Pete, Rick, and MacGyver. Man, good stuff. Yesterday I was sitting and waiting on, just kind of sitting there waiting to go in and eat and thinking, man, I really would like to have a ride down to the motel I was going to, Forest Motel. And I was sitting there and I decided to go in and get a sandwich, went in, and 3 guys started talking to me. Turns out MacGyver is a section hiker. You know, I asked if they didn't mind driving me down to the motel, which is a couple miles or so. Anyway, sure enough, they were really glad to do it, and we ate our sandwich, talked a little bit about the trail, and I headed out with them down to my motel, and MacGyver asked, "Hey, how you getting back to the trail in the morning?" And I said, "Well, I think they'll give me a ride." And he went into the office with me and found out it was going to be about 8:30 or so, and he said, "What time you want to leave?" And I told him I usually around 6:30, something like that, and I said, "Make it 6:30. He said, "Man, I'll be there in the morning to get you." Well, he showed up, took me to get a breakfast sandwich, and paid for it. Man, is that good stuff or what? Man, I just want to say thank you. I am so grateful. Sure do hope you guys watch this video one day and just see how much I appreciate it. You just don't know. It just means so much to me. It's a blessing for sure, and I appreciate it. Thank you. So that's trail talk. The Culver Fire Tower. I understand it is active and in use to watch for fire, so I don't think we can go up. I think it's marked no trespassing. Looks like they keep it up pretty well here. Even have a cool picnic table. Came up here to this rock, I see the blaze and I'm looking for the trail. Can't find it anywhere. And then I realized half of the blaze was cut off. So I look over and sure enough, it's over next to the picnic table. So I guess this video is just gonna be a lot about people and what I call trail angels, but let me tell you about Jacqueline. Jacqueline is the owner of the Yellow Cottage Deli and Bakery. I mean, let me tell you, we don't have anything like that in the South. Wonderful. Man, she is busy all day long. But the cool thing about it, Saturday evening and a part of Sunday morning, she allowed me to sit there in her shop, eat, and use the Wi-Fi while I was trying to decide what to do about moving to a different location with a motel. She's the sweetest lady, and she was looking out for me, trying to take care of me, and man, thank you, Jacqueline. Great shop. If you come down into mile marker 1323.8, I think it is, and you want a sandwich, you can go to the deli there at the Yellow Cottage Deli and Bakery. So Jacqueline, thank you. About made it to the top of Sunrise Mountain, and look, wow, what a pavilion. This is cool. Someone did a neat painting of this shelter and they've got it hanging in here. Good stuff. Trying to make it to High Point State Park headquarters. We'll try to go in and get out of the rain a little while. There's a sign at one of the previous shelters that said free sodas, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The only bad thing about signs on the AT, you don't know if they were last week's or today's. So I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna ask about it. But I'm here at this parking lot, and I think through the fog, that is the High Point State Park headquarters. So I'm gonna walk over there and see. Think about seeing if they can let me sit there for just a second. Maybe go to the restroom here. Maybe get a drink. Out of the fog. Hopefully this is the right direction. I have a decision to make. Just left the High Point State Park of New Jersey, and yes indeed, there was a soda waiting on me. I just had to sign the logbook. And here we are on the way to the side trail soon that is going to go up to the High Point Monument. Well, here's the deal. It is pouring, although at the second it has stopped, the views are non-existent. And I know that climb up to the High Point Monument is going to be fruitless because there is no view to be had there. So, decision to make. Do I make that steep climb up in this wet rain? Or maybe wait till another time? Okay. Now this is a neat structure. A little viewing platform. Don't know what I'm gonna view. Very nice up here. As you can see, the view is toast. Or should it be soup? And this is what I've got to look forward to at the high point, so not sure I'm going up there. Wrapping up day 8 of my AT 2.0 hike. Here at the High Point Shelter, it has rained, poured all day. I am soaked. So I have decided that I'm going to stop here at the High Point Shelter for the night. Did about 15.9, 16 miles, something like that. But no one's here. I'm on my own. Now there's a chance there could be others coming in with it raining, but I think most are heading over to Mosey's. It's a hostel before you get here and staying, so I might be on my own. Good deal. Anyway, it's been a good day. The rain, good hike. I felt good, but man, the rain just poured. And I was really disappointed about not being able to go up to the High Point in New Jersey. It was just, it wasn't worth it. No view whatsoever. Hey, that's the way it works sometimes on the trail. Anyway, glad you stuck with me. This is Sleeves. Keep hiking. Now some of you might be interested in this. When I stay in a shelter, it's a big deal for me because I do not have a sleep pad. My only pad is this piece of Reflectix. So it's a big deal when I stay in a shelter. The Reflectix is it. I use that sometimes in my hammock when I don't have my underquilt with me. And that's what I'm doing this time to save weight. Since it's warm, don't have my underquilt with me, I just throw that little piece of Reflectix in there, lightweight, plus it lines my pack, makes it sturdy. So anyway, thought you might be interested in knowing that no sleep pad means a hard surface to sleep on in a shelter. That's why I don't do it.